turn on
Hey everyone, and welcome to Impromptu Free-for-All Q&A. This is our splash-in panel due to some technical issues we've been unable to resolve. So if you have anything you'd like to ask about life, the universe, everything, ponies, the con, silly
42.
subjects.
Should we do
Go for it.
intros?
Oh yeah, let's do that. All right, Cole, kick it off for us.
All right. Hello, my name is Simmel, or Cole. I'm the con chair of Everfree Northwest 2020. I've got a panel happening later with some other con chairs if you guys want to check that out. And I've also been helping PonyFest out with their event schedule and some of the back-end organization.
Awesome. Alrighty, Forward, you want to
All right, sure. Hi, I'm Forward Progress of Keeping Friendship Magic. If you've been to an East Coast Pony Convention, you've probably seen me over the last few years. One of these days, I'm going to get out to the West Coast too, or you may know me for the panel I literally just did.
Alrighty. Thoth, you want to give a quick intro?
I'm Thoth Penswell. You may know me as the co-organizer of Bronies NYC. You may know me as that other guy who likes Starlight Glimmerlot. And you may know me as the less talented half of Riff Ponies. And you may know me as the one of the random people in opening ceremonies. Hi again.
And lastly, I'm Jexanth. I was the vice chair of Broncode the last 2 years, and I guess I'm kind of the lead around here. So with that, we're going to launch right into it. We can't promise we're going to answer every question, both for time limitations, and obviously we're going to look for the things that are going to make people laugh. So let's see. I'm going to go and say, starting off, favorite Cozy Glow quote. For me, that's all of them. Cozy Glow is best pony.
I have a shirt with just Cozy Glow on it by the lovely Sophie Scruggs, who you should buy things from. So
I think my favorite one has to be we're villains, duh.
Golly. Mine is Golly.
That's everyone's
Golly.
favorite.
Well, it's actually because I'm just a bad fan and I don't remember too much. I've only seen a lot of the later season episodes through like once. Seasons 1, 2, 3, I've seen each of those like 5 times at least. Probably more.
All right. I'm going to assume this is for either Simul or Forward. Hey, who does your hair?
I'll let you go first.
I have a specific person that I go to in a neighborhood called Fremont in Seattle. Although she just had to close shop because of the coronavirus stuff, unfortunately. But I think she's going to be set up at a new place on Cap Hill, which is good. Oh, and then I just use Moose. Moose is good for volume.
What's funny, if it's meant for me anyway, is I have not changed my hair in a while. It's been like this for a bit. It's actually going to change again before the cons, the actual physical cons this year. I actually have a little place here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania that I go to. But pretty much everybody there at the shop is fantastic. But if you've known me over the years, you know that I constantly change my hair. It's a different color almost all the time. This is the most normal I think it's looked in years. So
I can get that. My hair has not stopped in either blue or purple for 2 years now.
if I had time, I was going to dye it purple before the stream, but I realized, nope, no time.
I mean, we did set this all up in a week, so
yeah,
not much time.
Let's see, and I know some couple people have asked, so yeah, right now Dusty's canceled. Dusty's panel is probably canceled.
Sorry.
Let's see here.
Here's
another one.
Instead.
Yeah.
We'll take some old classic Reddit memes. Would you rather hug 100 duck-sized ponies or one pony-sized duck?
See, I've heard the same question, but it was, would you fight them?
I like hug.
Let's answer both.
I prefer hug.
hugs not drugs.
Yes. Both. Yes.
See,
that's my answer.
I'm having a hard time with this one.
I would rather hug the multitude. What is it? It's a bunch of duck-sized ponies, right? Or one pony-sized duck. I would rather hug the duck-sized ponies because that sounds really cute, and fight the pony-sized duck because I think I could take one thing more than a bunch of things all at once.
You know what the thing about the pony-sized or the duck-sized ponies is? It makes me instantly go in my mind to Chibi, which is always super cute. So
Right.
I'm in.
All right. Ooh. Here, let's do this one. What was your first con and favorite memory from?
Good question.
That's an awesome question.
My first convention general was Emerald City Comic Con 2012 in Seattle, which has since grown a lot bigger, and anyone who's familiar knows that it had to be postponed this year, unfortunately. My first PonyCon was Everfree Northwest 2012, which was the very first one. I have a lot of fond memories of that.
For me, it was Canterlot Gardens in 2012, which was hosted in Northeast Ohio in a venue perhaps not big enough for the con, put it a little mildly. And favorite memory from that? Charity auction. I got some friends to spend $100 on a bag of Cheetos.
That's awesome. First, I think the first real convention I went to was probably BronyCon 2012 at the Meadowlands. I know that's the answer for a lot of people, but that one is just that for all of the amazing memories I've made at conventions following that, and there's so many. Shout out to all of them that I cannot name right now because I would just mumble and stumble through all of them. But that one always sticks out in my mind because I met so many people through that. Future friends, people I would end up working on projects with, my current girlfriend, just everybody. That convention is so etched in my mind. I think my favorite memory from it, though, was my friend and I running into a guy who was dressed as the delivery pony from Last Roundup. And we proceeded to sing happy birthday to him, and about like 30 or 40 people in the immediate area of us started singing with us. And and the guy ends up saying to us, it's actually my birthday. And we were like, whoa. That's one of my favorites. And that was one of the moments that really stuck out in my mind to just the sense of community and the fandom. That convention in general won me over.
Nice.
Very cool. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, for me, my very first convention ever was BronyCon 2014. I was kind of a latecomer to ponies and the convention scene in general. I don't say this lightly. Going to that convention literally changed my life. At that time, I was kind of starting to discover myself in ways I really hadn't before. I finally figured out that social science was like my future and my path. And at the same token, then I found My Little Pony at the exact same time. And everything just kind of clicked together. And then I went to the first BronyCon by myself. I didn't know any other bronies. I was like, I had that thing, that stereotypical response I think a lot of us had was like, oh my gosh, I'm a brony. Am I the only one? and I went there, and I found out about the Gopher program that year, and I was like, I don't have a lot of money, so I would totally love to get my badge money back. And going into the Gopher Hall and just meeting these people I've never would have interacted with probably any other time, and they just welcomed me in, and we played games and helped out around the con, and I was like, this is what I want. So it's I've given all of my love to this fandom ever since.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take this one. This is, how does it feel to participate in this in PonyFest Online from
that's a good one.
2002?
Who would like to go first on this one?
I think I will take you two, Thoth and Forward. Simon and I are going to be pontificating on this at length on a later panel.
Yeah.
So we'll save our answers for there.
Fair. As someone who it's as I've said many times, it's an unequivocal honor every time we get offered to do even a single panel, let alone community guest stuff at a convention, at a physical convention with me and Ace and everything, which we'll be doing later, by the way, shameless plug. But it never gets old, and it never gets, any less than an absolute honor to just come here, entertain people, and hand out kazoos to them. We unfortunately cannot hand you out through the screen today, unfortunately, but it's always an honor when we get to do these things. People make me cry at conventions now if they tell me I made their day somehow by playing a kazoo over a microphone. If that makes your day, great. But it's an honor. And like I said, or rather the Riff Ponies Twitter, because that's a totally different entity from me, wink. It's amazing how amazing the setup is here, how amazing the people who are running it are, and not sucking up to anybody, promise. And it's incredible how we've got thousands and thousands of eyes on this in only a week's time. That is unbelievable. And like I keep saying about this current situation and beyond it, until we get through this, and we will get through this, as Forward Progress always has been saying, stay connected. And this is an amazing way to stay connected. It really is.
So sorry to interject right here, but from the looks of things, Dusty's going to come on and just answer some Q&A questions, just to give sort of a brief overview of what had happened. It was some technical issues on his end, beyond his control. But he's going to come on and do some quick Q&A for you guys for the rest of the remaining time for this segment. So that's going to be 20 minutes. So I think we're good to end this, and then the stream's going to switch over. Sound good?
Alrighty.
I'm sorry I talked over you, Jarrett.
Oh, you're fine. No. Thank you all again for being here.
Yeah.
And